Universal adversarial perturbations are not bugs, they are features. Despite their great success, deep neural networks are also known to be vulnerable to adversarial examples. These are small perturbations in the image which can lead to misclassification. Such changes are mostly imperceptible for human observers. This intriguing phenomenon led to various attack and defense methods, whereby the attack methods are still dominating this competition. The existing attacks are commonly categorized into image-dependent attacks and universal attacks. In image-dependent attacks, one perturbation is crafted for each image to attack, whereby for universal attacks, one perturbation is crafted to fool most of the images of a given dataset. The vanilla universal perturbation algorithm uses the image-dependent attack method deep fool to send the current perturbed point outside of the corresponding classification region. The algorithm aggregates the final perturbation by processing the samples sequentially. Most UAP generation methods make use of this algorithm, treating the final universal perturbation as noise to the sample to be attacked. In this work, we propose that universal adversarial perturbations are features, not bugs. Specifically, they contain semantic features of a certain class, while the images behave like noise to them. We treat the DNN logits as a vector for feature representation and exploit them to analyze the mutual influence of two independent inputs using the Pearson Correlation Coefficient. Here in the first row, a linear correlation between the noisy image and image A can be clearly observed. Next, the PCC analysis shows that the pure target UAP is highly correlated with the perturbed image, while image A is uncorrelated. This analysis suggests a new perspective on UAPs. Universal perturbations contain dominant features and images behave like noise to them. As an ablation study, we perform similar analysis for image-dependent perturbations. They seem to not contain features by themselves, indicated by the low correlation between the perturbation and the adversarial example. From this, we can see that image-dependent perturbations indeed behave like bugs to the image. Prior works treated the UAP as noise to the sample to be attacked. We refer to this as the noise perspective. By treating it as noise, the samples from the training dataset can be adopted to generate this UAP. The underlying assumption is that if the UAP can attack samples from the training dataset, it can also generalize to attack other samples. Since the attack is explicitly designed to let individual samples cross the decision boundary, the samples from the training dataset are necessary. Otherwise, there is nothing for the perturbation to attack. Based on the previous PCC analysis, we propose to interpret UAPs from the feature perspective, assuming that UAPs contain features of a certain class. In order to be still recognized as the target class by the target network, the perturbation should be invariant to the images. Therefore, the images should be added during the optimization process. However, there is no need for these images to have the same semantic features as the original training samples. Consequently, proxy datasets can be used as background noise, such as randomly downloaded images from the internet. In this work, we use MS-COCO, Pascal VOC, and Places 365 as proxy datasets. Overall, with our perspective, we are the first to achieve a data-free targeted UAP. Moreover, our approach is much faster than previous methods. With this insight, we can exploit proxy images as background noise to generate targeted UAPs as shown in Figure 1. In Table 1, we report the targeted fooling ratio on the ImageNet validation dataset for UAPs generated with proxy datasets and the original ImageNet training dataset. Two major observations can be made. First, a significant difference cannot be observed for the three different proxy datasets. Moreover, there is only a marginal performance gap between training with the proxy datasets and training with the original ImageNet training data. These results support our assumption that the influence of the input images on targeted UAPs is like noise. In Table 2, we compare our approach with universal attack methods with and without data availability. To compare with the methods with data availability, we trained a non-targeted UAP on the ImageNet training dataset. Our approach achieves superior performance to the vanilla UAP and GAP method. For the data-free methods, we generate a targeted UAP with the proxy dataset and report the results in a non-targeted fooling ratio to be comparable with the other methods. Our data-free generated UAPs achieve significantly better performance to the state-of-the-art approaches. In Figure 2, we present amplified perturbations for different network architectures generated with our approach for target class C-line. Under careful observation, features of a C-line are noticeable. This again underlines our argument that the UAPs contain features. Please also consider visiting our full paper with the title Understanding Adversarial Examples from the Mutual Influence of Images and Perturbations in CVPR main track.